Hello, hello. It really do be like that. Hey, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Zenlin got in here for everybody and snaked in the first. So that makes Zenlin tonight's index for this stream. Oh, you know what it is? You know what time it is? I know what time it is. It is that time again. We're going to sit around. We're going to party. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. We're going to share some deep, dark secrets and lores. And Zenlin's here to lead that charge. Ooh, yeah. Just the way you like to see it. Don't you know? We are going to dive right in. And tonight we have a very special guest. Oh, a real winner of winner chicken dinner. You're going to want to serve that one up on a hot plate. But don't make a mistake because, oh no, Zenlin will be there to clean it up before you get there because she is tonight's index and number 0. The first in, the first out. Let's go ahead and scream and shout. Hop. Let's go. Let's go. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. It is that time. That's right. It is Talk Tuesday, and here we are, a few minutes late. But you know, those sort of things are the things that do happen. But we are still here because the last thing I would want to do is deprive you guys of another fantastic Talk Tuesday, and we have a very special guest tonight. Oh yeah. Tonight's special guest is the expert herself. Whether it's building or making mischief, she's guaranteed to leave you in disbelief. From giant Minecraft snake houses to floating, she's built the first mobile home in Valheim, floating on a river. That's right, she is a riverboat captain, a riverboat queen, if you know what I mean. This streamer is sure to keep you enthralled, from vampire antics to robot ninja tactics. She is a lovely feline whose colors tend to be in constant flux from red to blue. You never know which is going to come out to you. We're talking about the lovely and absolutely delightful. That's right, Miss Crimson Cat. Miss Crimson Cat, welcome to Talk Tuesday. How are you doing? Did I hit the buttons? Yeah, I hit all the buttons.
Oh, wait, no. That was me.
I'm like, wait, no, I hit the buttons. I did it. I did the thing.
No, it was my end. It really be like that sometimes.
And there's the live screen. Oh, looky there. Welcome in. Welcome in. We got all of the things on the page now. See there, it all looks pretty and fancy.
Oh my god.
She's a little twitchy. Yes, like it's a cat. It is a Crimson Cat in the hot seat.
It's on me.
Don't forget, for all those that are interested and here for the puzzle, exclamation puzzle, we'll get you that link so you can get in there and get to going. But yes, it's not too late for you, I hope.
No.
No.
Perfect for me.
Oh, good. Well, you're usually
regardless
up until
anyway.
Like the wee hours of the morning. I'm like, you're in here
up till like 5 in the morning. Sometimes 6.
Do you ever sleep, Miss Crimson Cat?
We don't talk about that.
Secretly, she's a UK streamer, but she was originally, when I first met her, over here in the States. So she's still on that crummy US time, I think.
Yep. It's a hard adjustment.
Be like that.
Damn it, no.
I'm gonna steal that an awful lot for you tonight. I just so you're aware.
I know.
I thought about it. I'm like, I should just make a counter for Damn It North, because that's just going to be a thing.
Yes.
We're gonna hear that an awful lot.
Oh, but, yes, we are.
For people that hang around in the Discord when we're all hanging around, talking, chatting, and having a good time, Damn It Nori is usually a fairly prevalent thing to get said by like almost everybody.
Yep.
But so we have 2 questions. So as we get started here, right? So just rehash what we talked about earlier, right? I'm going to ask the questions. You don't need to worry about asking questions. The chat has buttons that they can hit to submit for the questions, and we'll ask you those questions. And as always, we start out with 2 questions that I have that are mine So chat tries to steal them from time to time. And then after that, we'll get the party going. We'll see what kind of conversations we end up in and how many different paths the expert's going to lead us down this evening.
Oh no. Oh, not the expert thing again.
We're gonna drive that one hard. We're gonna try
Oh
to
no.
to sell that one. We're gonna really try to sell that one. Anyways, so your first question of the evening, Miss Potato Cat. I'm back to calling you your old name because that's just the way. I'm like, oh, we're just gonna
that's
fall
the thing that I
into
started with.
Yes. Well, that's how I met you. Right? That
Yeah.
was your name. But while we know you were once called a blue potato cat, you are now Miss Crimson Cat, and I'm going to try to remember to actually call you Miss Crimson Cat. But why don't you go ahead and give us the lowdown, the skinny, the how you came about both sets of names? Because I'm kind of curious about
Ooh.
both the original and then the new one that you currently have changed to. Oh,
Okay,
Spirit says he stole
so-
all your potatoes. That's why you lost your name. I see.
Oh, how dare Spirit? Okay, so let's start with Blue Potato Cat 'cause it's a little longer.
Yeah.
I did not create Blue Potato Cat. I'm gonna say that right now.
Stole.
I
Blue Potato
didn't.
Cat.
So the actual story is when I first made Discord, it
Mhm.
was to join this role-playing SCP server. When I first joined the server, I was known as Asriel Reaper, which was my original name.
Well, that was a cooler name. Why'd you change?
Because when I joined the said server, there was only 4 of us in there. And 2 weeks later, you know, the server owner made me an admin of the server, and I helped to create like storylines and stuff like that.
Right. As one
Then
does.
I got the message from the owner saying, "Hey, I just got a message from this person. He's going to be joining the server soon. He already has his character set up, and I already gave him the okay to start role playing. So you can go ahead and start your storyline now, and he's going to jump right in." I went, "Oh, okay." When I first joined, when I first joined Discord, I really wasn't much of a talker as I am now. I was more like, oh, I'm gonna just avoid people at all time, but still join the storyline. So what I had is that the main storyline was just basically there was going to be a SCP breach. A bunch of monsters were going to escape. One of the monsters was a black ooze.
That's kind of how SCP works anyways, right? Like most SCP stories all start with there was a breach.
Yeah, basically. So it worked out perfectly. I already knew what to do. So
You know,
the
for an
one specific
organization that
monster.
is supposed to contain.
I know, right?
Anyways.
But yeah, this specific monster was a black ooze, and what happened was this black ooze escaped, and it attacked my character. My character then fell under the influence of this black ooze, and basically my character knew what she was doing but could not stop herself. Suddenly, a new person joined the server and started his storyline for his character. He walked into the message of my character, who was very, very violent.
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. We're gonna pause you right there for just a second. Allosaurus is coming in with a raid.
Hey.
Allie!
Hey! My uwu partner in crime.
The interruption. I'm just watching Allie die in 3D. It's fine. It's fine.
It's all good.
Well, you know, we had a Ned Ghostwriter follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. And then there was Kitsune B resubbed for 9 months. It's a Twitch baby. All right. Yeah, I just, I didn't want you to have to fight with all that noise that was going on that everybody else was hearing. So,
Oh, it's
welcome
all
in,
good.
Raiders. Welcome in. I promise you, Miss Crimson Cat is enjoying having you all here for this, as she is regaling us the stories of how she came across her original name and then her new updated name. So you are
Yee.
just in time for a fantastic story. So pull up a chair. Get your questions in while she's telling us all about her name drops. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's all
just in
good.
time. That's right. Just in time.
Anyway.
All right. You are welcome to continue on.
All right. So this person ended up starting his storyline for his character. I don't know what was going on in his mind to start interacting with my character. My character, because of the influence of the ooze, my character was extremely violent. What was the first action when he tried to talk to me? The ooze made my character stab him and kill him instantly. And he lost his character and had to make a new one.
So vicious right off the start. You didn't even give
Right
the guy
off
like
the start.
2 seconds. Like, no hi,
No.
no hello, no. Look,
Just a straight sword right into his chest. Fatality kill.
Dead.
And after everything happened, I felt so bad. I messaged him, and you won't believe who I messaged. It was none other than the one and only DM Cerberus.
Killed him when he's just starting. Wow, vicious.
I felt so bad for him.
Vicious.
He just started his first day on the server. His very first character in the server, and I killed him off.
Just the man's just getting set up, and you slaughtered
Not only
him.
that, what makes it even funnier? This was when I just met him. Just met him, and I killed his character.
Hi, Serb. Nice to meet you. Stabbed through the heart.
Fatality. Anyways, when
I'm surprised he's still willing to talk to you after that.
That's what I was surprised about too. I'm surprised he wasn't mad. But because I was one of the admins, I talked to the owner of the server. I asked him if I could give Serb the okay to continue on with his character and have some sort of lore to keep his character alive. He gave the okay. So we went on from there. Started talking a little bit more about storylines and plots. And
I
he
wouldn't have gone
goes
anywhere near you. I'd be like, no. Stab me once, shame on you. Stab me twice, shame on me.
But regardless of it all, I introduced myself as Azrael Reaper to him. The man has the audacity to go, yeah, no, I can't call you that. I'm sorry, but I just can't see you as that. And I just go, oh, well, I'm also known as the Eyeless Freak, which was another name that I had. And he went, yeah, no, I can't. I just can't call you that either. I just, no. You know what? Can I call you Cat? And I just went, oh, no. Okay, sure, why not? From then on, I was just Cat for about a good 2 years. And it wasn't until I started streaming that I was talking, because I seen Serb streaming and I seen how happy he was making people, and I seen all these amazing people I seen him build such an amazing community, and I was inspired to start streaming because of him. He's one of the reasons why I started streaming. And when I asked him for advice to start streaming, he goes, okay, well, obviously you can't just go ask Cat. Who do you want to be? I had no idea, I was in a time period of my life where I had no idea who I was. I had no idea who I wanted to be. And he helped me. He goes, well, your favorite color is blue. Your cat, we can't call you Blue Cat. And he started thinking for a little bit. And he goes, "Wait, we call each other potato brothers and sisters. You're gonna be Blue Potato Cat. That's you." And that's how he got Blue Potato Cat.
So all this time, I can blame Serb.
Oh yeah.
See, now I've got
You
two
can-
things to blame Serb for now, right? Because I'm already blaming Serb for your introductions. Like my first
Oh,
time
yeah.
meeting you was on Denmark season 1. He's like, "Oh, I got a few friends I'm going to bring in." And
Yep.
there's this one that I'm trying to convince to come in here to come play, and next thing I know, you show up.
Started causing chaos and everything.
Yes, the
If I'm-
origin stories.
Is the origin story.
She got a little cheeky in there too, because we were just supposed to be learning about how her name came about, but she snuck in how she got started streaming in there too. I saw that. You can think I saw that, huh? I caught
Well, it was
you.
connected either way. But yeah, Serb created Blue Potato Cat. I did not create Blue Potato Cat. Serb did. I just worked off from it.
Does Serb know that you blame him for that?
I mean, he should know. He created it. But yeah,
All right,
that's
now,
how Blue Potato Cat came to be.
Right. So on to Crimson Cat.
Yes. On to Miss Crimson Cat. So I originally wanted to go with Blue Ghost Cat because I still wanted to keep a little bit of the old me with the new me. And the main reason why I wanted to rebrand was because I wanted to help promote the band that I'm in, WTF. We currently rebranded to Crimson Feud now. Thank you, Zoda, for the name suggestion. And when being with Ghost Cat, basically the band is supposedly dark, metal, satanic-ish, I should say. I still wasn't getting that connection feel with Ghost Cat. So thinking about Crimson Feud, trying to think, it's satanic and stuff. What's satanic? That's when I came up with Miss Crimson Cat. Was basically the vampire thing was kind of just recently updated, but it fits a whole lot better now with the
I was
band.
going to say the vampire bit is much better.
Yes. Yes, Wax, that's right. It's also the color of bed, which fits in beautifully. But yeah, that's how Miss Crimson Cat came to be.
And since she's already snuck in the how did you get started streaming? Apparently she got started streaming because she watched Serb, which, by the way, if anybody who doesn't know of DM Serb, he is a regular for our Baldur's Gate 3 sessions. So it's always a good time.
Yes.
My introduction was Serb was bringing a couple of his friends to that very first season of the Denmark server, and you came along. But you showed up, I think, after everybody else did.
I did.
And then you didn't talk to anybody. You ran to the southern end of the island, way away from everybody. And nope, gone. We had to go.
I avoided everyone. I have a reason to. Okay, so the reason why I was the last one to join, I was supposed to join when everyone else joined. But when Serb told me that he had a friend who was playing Valheim and was making the Valheim server, I was just like, oh, but it's people. How big is the server? He told me, oh, it's this many people. I went, oh, how many people are in the call? Oh, about this many people. Oh. So I had very bad social anxiety when I first joined. And I'm going to be honest right now, I was terrified. Like, I was genuinely, my hands were shaking because I was terrified to hop into a call with all of you. You, Wag, Swifty, Shale, Keisha, Zoda. I was terrified of everyone because my social anxiety was that bad.
That was back in those days when we would all just pile into a Discord call for
Oh yeah.
4 or 5 hours and just chat away
so when
over
I
absolutely
so
nothing.
so when I actually did join the call, Serb had to drag me in. Because he went, oh, it's okay. I'm gonna be in the call with you, and then everything's gonna be all right. You know, if it starts getting overwhelming, you could just excuse yourself and leave, and it's gonna be all right. They're all nice people. You don't have to worry about anything. So we joined the call with you guys. 10 minutes later, he leaves, and I'm sitting here like, wait, no, I'm by myself. Wait, I don't know who these people are.
Mm-hmm. I remember my introduction with you was he brought you into the call and like, now this is the expert, like everything you need to know about this game, you go talk to her about it. Let me tell you what,
Yes.
I learned so much from her. Yo, Weeb, what's going on?
And he just up and left me, and then all of a sudden, all of you guys started joking around, asking me questions. Expert, what do we do? And I'm just like, oh, I don't know, and I knew you guys were joking, so it was easy for me to joke around too.
As long as you had fun, that's all that really mattered, right?
I did, and then like after a few weeks of just slowly hopping in day by day, you know, my social anxiety is a lot better now. I'm friends with everyone now.
We had to twist your arm so hard.
It was painful.
We were in the server. We were walking around like, hey, there's a potato cat. Potato cat. We're all sitting in. Jump into Discord. Get on the call.
Yes.
Excuse. No. Get in here.
And then I joined, and now I'm friends with everyone. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yep. Okay, let's go. So Wags is the first one in here with the very first question, and Mr. Ragleton would like to know: it really do be like that?
Yes, Wags, it really do.
But it don't have to.
Damn it, Nori.
You're installing Overwatch. Oh, sounds like fun.
Ooh.
Not a game I've ever played. I'm trying to think. I'm like, is there a reason why I've never played that? I've just never played it. It is the best question to start with.
It is. That's the perfect question to start with.
And the proper response to that is a fucking clean squeak.
Damn it, Nori.
All right. Let's see. Mr. Waggles would also like to know if you had to choose. Now.
I had to choose.
What would you rather drink? Animal blood for the rest of your life? Or you had to eat everything you eat raw?
Oh, that's a good question. Animal blood or everything raw? I'm pretty sure if you eat everything raw, you get sick because of something. I don't remember what it was. But then blood also does the same thing. Okay, I would eat everything raw. Mainly because when I was younger, I would eat my bacon raw a lot.
Oh, raw bacon.
Yeah. My grandmother got me to do that. I seen her eating a piece of bacon raw, so I just grabbed one and I ate it. And it was good. I still eat bacon raw once in a while.
Yeah, that's not good. You shouldn't do that.
They do be like that sometimes.
Well, so depends on how you buy that. So you can get uncured bacon, and it's not pre-cooked. It's just pig stomach. Yep. Just call it what it is. There's no need to dance around that subject. Um, but yeah. Let's see. Miss Emma Keisha would like to know, what is your go-to snack when you're just a little hungry?
Ooh, my go-to snack. Okay. When I was in America, my go-to snack was snowballs. I love them. They're a
Okay,
little cake with
wait.
marshmallow filling.
That's just sugar and processed chemicals.
Yes,
I think
but they're
red food dye number
delicious.
40 in there too. I mean, it's,
Yes.
there's
But they're
nothing good on
delicious and they're
those.
so
No.
sweet. But now that I'm in the UK, I have gone a little healthier, and my go-to snack now is strawberry yogurt.
Wow.
Mainly because you can't find snowballs out here, and I'm sad.
That's
I only
probably a
get
good
I
thing.
do I do get snowballs shipped to me by my sister though, but that's like once in a while when she's feeling like it. Or if I ask her
I
to.
see. Now, is there anything in particular that you, other than snowballs, obviously, that you miss from living here in the States?
Mm.
Like, because picking up and moving to a different country, right?
Oh
It's
yeah.
there's a lot of things that change. Like, the food's done differently. There's
Yep.
the people are slightly different, how they talk and interact
Yep.
a little bit more. There's definitely culture shock. Twinkies,
Yes,
Wags, you wouldn't have
Wags,
had it.
Twinkies. I
Wags, have
remember
you
Twinkies.
ever
I
had a
remember when they
Twinkies?
you wanna talk about sweet, those were sweet. Those were too sweet for me.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever hear that come out your mouth.
I know. I know that like that Twinkies are actually way too sweet for me. Like I love them, but I just can't eat a lot.
Not a big fan of the Twinkies. Twinkies.
Twinkies.
uh, but no. So like, yeah, culture shock sort of things. Was there anything like that sticks out in your mind?
For me personally, because of my anxiety, everything was kind of a very big change when I moved. Um obviously I couldn't go out to see my friends anymore. So that was a very big change. Um Another big change was the currency, because obviously the money is different. You go from dollars to
Mm-hmm.
pounds. So that was a very big difference, especially with I had to do a lot of math.
Hello,
And
squirrel.
temperature was reading the temperature was also a very big difference for me. One thing I do miss though is air conditioning. They have air conditioning, it's so hot.
Oh wait, you're actually being serious about that. I'm like, wait, what? Why would you miss air conditioning?
It's hot. When I was back in America, I had an air conditioner. I didn't have an air conditioner when I moved out here. Yeah, hot and humid. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the rainy weather. Rainy weather is my favorite type of weather, but it's so damn hot. Why?
Mm-mm. So apparently, the cat is not a fan of anything that doesn't come with a fan.
Right. I need a fan.
See, and that's interesting, right? I didn't grow up with AC all the time, so to me, hot and muggy environments are actually my preference. I left the East Coast to head out to top of a mountain, Sunspot, New Mexico. It was so dry and so cold on top of that mountain. And the temperature didn't bother me. Like I've dealt with winters. I've been all the way up to Maine on the East Coast, so I've dealt with like freezing cold temperatures and whatnot. So that doesn't really faze me nearly as much. But not having the moisture content. I like the heat, squirrel. Don't get me wrong. I prefer the heat. Yes. Am I a lizard? Yes. But actually, more than anything, I'm a fish because I've got to have that water in the air. You laugh, but out west it is dry. And I've always lived in places that were 40 to 80% humidity. Like we've always been on the coastlines. We've always been where there's, even during the summer, it would just pump out moisture in the air. And so when I went west on top of that mountain, it was so dry. It was absolutely like so dry that I would stand in the shower, turn the hot water on all the way, and then just sit there and breathe in the sauna I would create in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh my. But no, I can't stand heat.
Huge difference. So every time I hear somebody's like, "Oh yeah, no humidity, yuck," I'm like, "No, I'm part fish. My gills need that extra bit of water. Thank you."
It really do be like that sometimes.
You don't have to be.
Damn it.
But okay, but squirrel. So I've lived over there I've lived up in like Maine and New Hampshire. It gets dry there too. Again, I think really just kind of depends on where you're at when it gets dry. I mean, cold and dry doesn't really faze me nearly as much as hot and dry. Hot and dry, you're just drying out. It's ugh. So are you still struggling with your temperature conversions, or have you gotten
yes.
more adjusted to that? Yes, you are still struggling.
It's gotten better-ish. It's still I'm still adjusting though. Slowly but surely. Mainly because for me, it's really easy for me to overheat. Mainly because how bad my health conditions were when I was younger. So it was really easy for me to overheat a lot. And I guess that kind of stuck with me. So sometimes I need to stop and rest for a second to cool my body down really quickly because I can't overheat easily.
Well, the thing to keep in mind, and I learned this as a so I was a paramedic for a while. So once you've had heat stroke, if you've had any kind of severe heat condition that has occurred to you, it permanently messes up your thermostat regulator in your head, so that you can't regulate your body during extreme temperatures anymore. Like there's a line, and once you cross that line, it's broken and it doesn't straighten back out. And so you're always going to be susceptible to that moving forward.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Everything else has. I'll be honest with you, squirrel. The way I do it is it hot or cold? It's cold. I'm not out. I'm out. I don't care. But heat's also relative to different people. Like for me, hot is over 120.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I would say things are hot. For those of you asking, I think that's like 40, 48, something like that. See? See, squirrel's like anything over 80, I'm done. Stick a fork. Went out.
For me, anything over 70 is too hot.
And I'm sitting here in my office space. I've got 3 computers that are running, and it keeps my office space 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. And the house is set at 69 degrees, So it's about 75 here in my office. I'm still
Oh,
wearing a long
Jesus.
sleeve shirt and a jacket
Oh
because I'm
my
cold.
God. No. No. That's too hot for me. No. With the long sleeve shirt, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
I sit in here. It's easily 5 degrees warmer in my office space than it is anywhere else in the house, and I'm still like, nope, I'm cold. So, what is your ideal temperature then, Miss Cat?
60s. Anything as long as it's below 60, let's say like between 50s and 60s, anywhere between there is perfect for me.
Ah, you're a cold person. You. Get ye hence. All right. More questions. We're down we're down a
See,
rabbit
Squirrel
hole that
knows what
we
I'm talking about.
You and Squirrel tend to get along anyways, but over most things, including when I have gone too far. You guys are real quick to point that out.
Yep.
Let's see. Mr.
Okay,
Waggleton
sneaky assassin
says
twins.
you discovered a new species of animals. What does it look like, and what do you call it?
Ooh, okay. That's a good question. Okay, so I want the animal to be cute, kind of like the size of a cat. I want it fluffy with like different colors and patterns on the fur, little horns, but I want it to be poisonous.
Violent.
Yes. I want it to be poisonous.
And you know what? You would be the first person to get killed by the damn thing, too.
I would.
You're like, it's cute. Run up.
It's so cute. But I don't want it to be like extremely poisonous. I want it to be like mild poisonous. So like if you do get bitten by it, it will hurt. But as long as you go to the hospital, you'll be fine. But it will hurt. Now I gotta think of a name for it. Oh, I can't
Catius
think of a good name for
mortius
that.
cutiest.
Yes. We'll go with that. It's perfect.
Catius mortis cutest.
Adorable is yes.
Adorable.
See, it's cute, but it's the literal definition of cute but deadly.
Right. Remind me not to hire a cat to do my menagerie setup. I'm just putting that out there right now. Like, no. I got this cat. You're fine. I don't need your help.
Are you sure? I can help.
Promise. Promise.
Are you
I got
sure?
it. No, I'm covered.
Really?
Solid. Yep. Got it. Covered in the bank. Nothing for you to see, nothing for you to do. I promise.
Oh my God.
It really do be like that.
It really do. Damn it, no.
Miss Alizaurus would like to know, what is your favorite thing about living in the UK versus the States?
The peace and quiet and the rainy weather, especially the thunderstorms.
So what I heard was, my sister's not here. I'm partying.
My sister's not here. I'm a little sad.
You wait
I'm a
till I
little
see Squish.
sad.
Squish, You should hear what she had to say about you. It's here on the stream. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, she's probably watching and we don't even know. Hi, sister. Next thing you know, she's gonna type in chat. Shut
Yeah,
up.
first chat from Squish.
It's from the one and only Squishy Squish. Cat, shut up.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's
I'm on
see.
Switch. Don't be shy.
So you just liked it nice and quiet then?
Yes, I love the peacefulness. But I'm in love with the thunderstorms here, though. I love it.
I was going to say, I'm a little surprised because I figure there's a lot more stormy weather around there.
Oh, yeah.
Than anything else. So quiet is
I love
not like
stormy
a
weather.
normal thing.
But it's good. It's good quiet. You know, I'm basically, for me, it feels like from the city going to the country for me. That's how it feels like for me. It's not loud. You're not hearing the constant cars going by all the time. You're not hearing people. Well, sometimes you do once in a while, but you're not constantly hearing people getting drunk and acting dumb outside.
I feel like you are not a townie. You are more of a suburbia.
East.
Yeah. Suburbanite. That's the word I was looking for. I'm like, there's a word for that. It's serves. Yep. That's suburbanite.
It's coming. It's coming. Yep.
I got there. I made it in the end.
Don't get me wrong. I do like the city because then you're closer to stores. But I would still prefer to be away from from people.
Always avoiding people, and yet we still drugs are in here.
I know, right?
There's nothing. Okay. There's nothing wrong with peace and quiet. Like I think there is some good points to having some nice peace and quiet, but then you get to points where you get into this state where you're avoiding people. And I think it's when you get to that point where you're avoiding people that maybe you've gone a little off the deep end.
It do be like that sometimes.
Fucking clean squeak.
Damn it.
Try and stop me. But no, I mean it's still fine. It do be like that.
It really do.
I'm just looking at Norse and he's like, it's a doobie. Let's see. Wags like, no, if you were invisible for a day, what kind of heinous crimes would you commit? No, I mean, he says, what would you do?
Oh, that's easy. Steal everyone's shoes. That's on my hit list.
I'm glad I'm here in the US.
First thing I would do. Go to everyone that's on my list. Steal all their shoes. All of them. No mercy. No mercy is going to be shown. I was invisible. The amount of chaos I would cause. I'd start with the shoes. From the shoes, I'd steal everyone's potatoes. If they had potatoes in their house, I'm taking that. That's mine. It's compensation pay. Compensation pay. Because I turned invisible.
Well, why do we have to pay for the fact that you went invisible? How's that our fault?
Because that has to be someone's fault, and it's not mine.
I'm blaming Serb.
Yep, the shoes and potatoes. Yep, you could blame Serb. He turned me into a potato.
Speaking of shoes, have you successfully managed to nab Serb's shoes yet?
No, I have not. That has yet to be done. He has become priority number 1. His shoes will be stolen when I do not know. The plans keep failing, but we'll get there eventually.
So what you're saying is that you are a horrible shoe thief.
No. What I'm saying is
You stuck at stealing shoes. Okay, guys, you don't have to worry about it. She can't get your shoes. She apparently is terrible at it.
well, it's hard to steal someone's shoes when they know you well enough to know what you're going to do.
It do be like that.
But it really do.
It's fine. It's fine. See, what sort of mischief would you get into? I mean, other than just obviously stealing shoes, what more specific than stealing shoes? Not that stealing shoes is not a specific sort of thing.
Stealing shoes and potatoes.
Stealing shoes would be really hard to do and get away with because, you're invisible. The shoes are not.
That is true. But another thing I would do, though, is I would break into the zoos. I would definitely be the one to cause all the animals to go loose. And not only that, I'm invisible. So that means the animals won't be able to see me. I could pet the giant kitties.
We're gonna sneak a question in here really quick because we're fixing to lose somebody. Miss Amikisha says, "I'm off to bed, but before I go, a question: do you have advice for falling asleep faster?"
Oh no, Keisha, I'm the last person you want to ask that.
But you're the expert.
The expert that can't sleep herself.
It really do be like that.
It really do, though. I'm trying to think of an answer really quickly before she goes to bed. If you're like me, and the reason why you can't sleep is because technology distracts you and other things distract you. I invested in a thing called a lockbox, where you set it for a specific time and it won't open up until the timer goes out. It has helped me up a little bit, not as much though, mainly because I still feel like I do have a lot of energy left. But I have heard from oh no, oh, it's too late, Legs. And the thing is too, I've tried to break it and you can't break it. It's very hard to break
Earthly.
it.
Welcome in. We're apparently getting told how to
Wags.
hide stuff from people.
I'm sorry, Wags. It's definitely not on Amazon.
Rip Wags.
That has helped me out a little bit. But I also heard from a friend that you can drink tart cherry juice and it's supposed to help you fall asleep faster. I haven't tried it yet.
Cherry juice. Now, see,
Specifically tart cherry juice.
No. Why? No. That just sounds like a bad idea.
Like, I know if you eat regular cherries, I know that I heard that works too. But this is the first time I'm hearing anything called tart cherry juice.
So I usually just drink a glass of warm milk.
I can't drink warm milk.
Oh, and night I'm off to bed. Anumbo, thank you for coming by and showing up, my friend. It is always a pleasure to see you. Good night, rest well, and we will see you the next time.
Or you could go with Wax suggestion. A mallet.
Yeah, warm milk.
Me personally, I used to.
Mallet just seems like it would leave me with a headache in the morning, and I would rather.
Why not iron skillet?
No. I avoid iron skillets. Last time I got hit with one of those, I ended up getting married. No, I'll pass.
Oh my god, you wanna hear a funny story, Nori? That's actually how my grandparents got married. On my mom's side, that's how my grandparents got married.
Same
It
thing
was
happened
because
to
of
you,
an iron
Spirit, right?
skillet.
Yeah, yeah. No, avoid the iron skillets. Keep those away from me. Uh, but lovely to see you in here, Earthly Feathers. We met them last night, yesterday, last night, I think, on a Mama Bear stream. A lovely conversation. Get to meet an awful lot of really like fantastic people, streaming, hanging out in different communities and chats and whatnot. Always a good thing. Yes. And was it Gremlins? May have been Gremlins. Yeah, I guess it was Gremlins channel. Good grief. So many places, so many fantastic faces. But there you go, Miss Keisha. We got your question answered before you sneaked off the bed. So yes, apparently lock boxes, throw Wags' telephone and his keyboard, mouse, and his game controller, and sleep like a baby.
I do be like that. I'm sorry, Wags, if it does happen to you, though. If she does get your stuff and locks it up, I'm sorry. But at the same time, she asks the question, so.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, I appreciate it, Earthly. We're happy to have you drop on by. We are currently doing an interview with Miss Crimson Cat here as our special guest tonight. So if you have any questions or whatnot, feel free. There's a interview question redeem in the channel. Help yourself. Hit that. Ask whatever you want to know about this fantastic stream room. We will get it answered as quickly as we can. Up next, so we got Pastor Mischief, and then we discovered about hiding all of Wags' stuff in a safe. Let's see, what else is there? Dope Games would like to know, if your life was a movie, what genre would it be, and who would play you?
Oh my, that's a really good question. Oh, okay.
All I hear from Potato Cat is like, wait a minute, this was supposed to be an interview, not freaking SAT test. Holy cow.
Yeah. Like, these are all really good questions. I'm having trouble answering them. Like, these are the ones that actually make you stop to think about it. Okay, if my life was a movie, I believe my genre would probably be dark humor. I don't know if that's a specific genre, but probably be dark humor. Dark humor movie. Who would play me? I don't know who would play me though. I don't know a lot of
I think
actors.
what you're
Really.
looking for is probably horror.
Yes.
Could be a slasher flick. I could see you in a slasher flick. I'll be honest. A little Jason in there running around, or a Freddy Krueger. Yeah, totally could see you in a slasher flick.
Totally, I could see it. But who would play me? I have no idea. Jenna Ortega. I can see that happening. Yeah, I think I'll go with Keisha. I'll have to agree with Keisha on that one. Jenna Ortega.
Who would that? Oh, Jenna?
Yeah.
I don't know Jenna well enough to agree or disagree on that one. But I would definitely say slasher flick. I think you could definitely be like some kind of serial killer in a slasher flick. That's the sort of vibes I get from the expert here. Like, I'm going to steal your shoes, and I don't care that you're still wearing the shoes. I'll just take your leg and your foot, and I'll just walk off with the shoe anyway. Thank you very much.
Wags, be quiet. They don't need to know that.
Hey, this is what Talk Tuesday is all about. We get to discover all the God of War.
I know.
So there. Or a romantic comedy. I could see you doing a romantic comedy.
Definitely.
Like that would not be a stretch. I think that one would be a thing I could see you pull off very easily. Now, whether or not you really want it to be, that would be an entirely different question. But
I would go with either or both. Why not both?
Let's see. Next question on the list. Ross also from Dope Games. He would like to know if you could live in any anime/movie world, which would you choose and why?
Oh, now I gotta think about this one because I have started looking at movies and animes a whole lot more often now. So far, I would have to say Deliciously in Dungeon. It would be the anime I want to live in. By the way, Wags, I finally caught up with the series and it's amazing and I'm very sad.
Caught up with the series?
Yes, Wags was the one that got me to start watching it. He showed me the first episode and I love it.
I see. It sounds like something I need to go put on my list and go catch.
I recommend it. Their next episode is coming out Thursday, and they're still in season 1.
You'll have to send me the
they just
the shows. We'll go check it out. We'll go check it out and report back. You'll hear it first.
Heck yeah. I will say this. I will give a warning in advance. It makes you really hungry.
Now, all that aside, why would you choose that place?
Because it's basically D&D, but you're eating the monsters. Like there's no other way to.
I asked. I don't even know why I even bothered to ask that.
It's literally.
Now why?
Literally.
No. That answer is simple because she can just eat whatever she wants. Oh, you're coming to attack me? Yum yum. Ooh, you're strawberry flavored. Nom 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 nom. Like.
Yes.
Hey, like, Jim. Welcome in.
That's just literally all it is. Like the group is going through the dungeon to find one of the players' sister who got eaten by a dragon. And while they're going through the dungeon, they're eating almost every single monster that they find.
Wow.
That too, you do need to know what monsters you can eat and how to prepare them. Show it in the movie.
All right.
That too. They had no money, so they had no other choice.
Mr. Waggleton would like to know, do you believe in witches?
I do.
Hmm.
I do believe in witches.
Do they leave you in stitches?
uh, but yes, I do believe in witches. I mean, you've met my sister after all. I'm sorry, Squish. I'm sorry, Squish.
Shots fired.
I'm
And
just
it's been
asking
recorded. We've got it now.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm good. It's fine. It's fine. My sister's standing behind me. It's fine.
Right, Norson? Exactly. Exactly. Mr. Waggleton would also like to know, do you think we are alone in this universe? Is there intelligent life out there somewhere? Because you're damn certain there isn't some in this particular... no.
I do. I do believe that we are not alone in the universe because, well, obviously, it's the universe. It's huge. We haven't even. We're constantly discovering new things that we have no idea, or they're keeping from us because they got their reasons. But we're not gonna dig into that. But with how big and vast the universe is, it's like we can't be alone. So I have my suspicions that we're not alone.
We are going to send Kat on a 5-year mission to space.
Please, though. Don't send me.
Her duty will be to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no Crimson Cat has gone before.
No. I would be the last person. I would be the last person to send. They would send me back with a note saying keeper.
Wow, I just had images of you showing up at the post office with stamps all over your face, return to sender across your cheek.
I'm gonna just be there like, I found life, but they kicked me out. But it's there, but they kicked me out.
Yeah. That's what jumped in my head all of a sudden. Like, yep, here you go. Return to sender. Postage was not even prepaid on that one. Just go. Wow. It's fine.
My clothes are burnt on the edges.
Nah, I wouldn't say burnt. Lightly singed. It's fine.
Yeah. Things happened.
She's come back with some kind of new squared thing. What is that? Alien space shoes. Is that why they threw you out? Maybe. Kat.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to steal the alien shoes.
But I don't have these ones.
I have already can see what you're being kicked out for. Like it's not even a secret anymore.
Yeah, I was just about to say. The next thing you know, they have like some sort of radioactive potatoes. I ate when I started glowing green.
Nuclear spuds. Yeah, we sit here and talk about it. The Portals game. I don't know if you've ever played Portal or Portal 2.
I heard of
more
it, but I never played
specifically
it.
in Portal 2. They have you they take GLaDOS, which is a computer robot, and stick GLaDOS's entire operating system into a potato. And so GLaDOS becomes, instead of the GLaDOS or GLaDOS, becomes Potato OS.
Oh, I love
Just
it.
saying. They've taken a page directly out of your book.
I know, right? Where's my pay for it?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see anything for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything.
But Let's see. Miss Wagland says, if Hogwarts existed and your child received a letter, would you let them go?
Oh yeah. My child's a wizard. I could finally go, you're a wizard Atticus.
That somehow just
Only
gave me the wrong sort of vibes. I'm like suddenly instantly concerned for the future of the world. Don't give her no, this is bad. Run and hide, people.
If my child is accepted into Hogwarts, the only thing though is that they better be a Hufflepuff. Or a Slytherin. I'll take either or.
You like snakes?
Yes, I have a pet snake.
100 points to Cat for that.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Maybe because when I first got into Harry Potter and I took the test, I was a Slytherin. But then I took the test again recently with everyone in BC, and I matured into a Hufflepuff. So I'll take either or.
I was going to say, you didn't stay Slytherin.
Yeah, I didn't say Slytherin.
As I remember that call, you were most miffed about not being Slytherin.
I was like, what the heck? How? Like that actually, like I was actually like, wait, what? Hold on. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm just like, wait, no.
Everything else, it was.
And I did. I retook the test, and I still got Hufflepuff, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm starting to see it now.
Let's see. Zodicus would like to know, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Easy. Cherry ice cream. Love it. It's my favorite. With chocolate syrup. That's it.
Oh, you're a diluter of your ice cream. I see.
But not a lot, though. And it has to have real cherries in it. What's wrong with cherry? I love I fucking love cherry.
I'm kind of with Zoda on this one.
I fucking love cherries.
I had cherry ice cream growing up as a kid. Like that was my go-to, especially in like the Neapolitan ice cream, right? Chocolate, vanilla. I think it was strawberry or cherry. It was red. It tastes like pesto.
See, fake cherry flavor. Pepto-Bismol. But that's fake cherry. Sorry. Real cherry tastes good. See, Ellie knows what's up. I love cherry. Oh, cherries! Everyone,
right?
Wow, there's a lot of people that dislike cherries. I did not know that.
Now, interesting enough, I will eat a cherry. Cherries are fun. If you have soaked cherry overnight or like as much as 3 days in vodka, then that's a good cherry.
It do be like that.
Just go pit the cherries, dump them in a shot of vodka or whatnot, come back in a couple of days and eat those. Yeah, that's good stuff.
I'm going to actually try that. Because I have cherries in vodka already. I just love cherries.
Wow. Allie says she's already drinking. She's got some cherry Coke right now.
Heck yeah. I think I kind of cut back on my soda, so I haven't drank it in a while.
Okay, well, how do you determine cut back? Like, did you go from like 3 a day, 14 a day, and you're like, oh, I was drinking a 6-pack every 3 hours. I cut back to a 6-pack every 4 hours. You're gonna have to be a little bit more
So
specific when you say you cut
basically,
back.
when before I made the change, I was drinking sodas, monsters,
Or an
coffee,
AC.
tea. And let's say I would go through about 3 to 4 2 liters a day.
Oh, that's not
With monsters, with
horrible.
monsters, with monsters, I was going. They usually come in a pack of 4.
Hmm.
There were some rare cases where I would find a 6 pack, and I would be very happy. Used to be. I would go through about 28 cans in like days. Along and adding that on top of the soda. And then you had my morning tea, my afternoon coffee. Oh,
Well, it's just
I had a schedule. I had a schedule.
I like that, Norson. Yes, yes. Before I cut out Mountain Dew out of my diet, I was a let me see. Oh, I don't know. I was a 2 liter a day drinker. Yeah, how about that?
I was surviving on nothing but soda, monster coffee, and tea. And then that's when I started realizing how bad my health was getting, to the point to where I kind of did. This was one time that I actually can't take the blame, that I made myself go to the hospital because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And this was, I don't remember. My memory is not as what it used to be. But yeah, after the doctors told me, yeah, no, you really need to stop. And then they showed me like all the effects that was happening. And then I was like, oh,
Right.
okay, yeah, maybe it's time to change. So I did, like, I cut all sodas out. Monster, it was very hard for me to stop monsters because I was practically addicted to my monster. So that I cried a little. It hurt a little inside. I cried. Coffee, I switched to decaf, and tea, I don't put as much sugar as I used to. And there's
Okay.
some teas where I drink it without sugar.
All right. I'm just going to say this because it has to be said. But if you're drinking decaf coffee, why even bother?
To be honest, true. Because I don't really like decaf coffee that much, and it's hard that I can still drink regular coffee. I just can't drink as much as I used to. And I have tried decaf coffee, and I feel like because of the decaf, it kind of made me just stop completely. So now I just been drinking with unsweetened tea.
Also, tea. I can't do tea. Tea physically makes me throw up. I cannot do it. I don't know if it's. I would say it's an allergy thing, but I don't think it is an allergy thing. I don't know. But anything that
It's
has
just
tea
not your
in it,
cup of tea.
just violently, violently comes right back up. It's not pleasant. Not pleasant. Let's see. Ice cream flavor. Swifty Squirrel would like to know what's the best dish you've tried since moving to the UK? And what's the food
Ooh,
you can't get there that you miss?
easy sushi. I cannot find sushi for the life of me.
Seriously?
I
I
cannot.
figured
I've
sushi would be
tried.
easy.
I can't. In my specific area, I can't find sushi. I'd have to drive about half an hour to an hour out to look for sushi. And I can't find sushi in my area, and I am
Wow.
sad. I am sad. I love sushi.
All
As
right.
for a UK dish, though, I don't think. Thank you, Spirit. I need my sushi. I need sushi. They have sushi, it's just a little far away. Also, I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna say this now. I have tried UK Mexican food.
No, no,
I'm
no.
very
Don't
disappointed
even.
with the
Don't
spice.
even.
I am
No,
very disappointed.
no, no, no. UK doesn't have Mexican food. I'm sorry.
They
No.
do. The only thing I don't like is how everything is so bland. I'm sorry.
I've talked
It's
with
so
people who's like,
bland.
I've had UK. I've had UK Mexican. I'm like, really?
No,
You've
I
had UK
no,
Mexican? What? Okay. What did they put in it? And they start listing out. I'm like, that's not Mexican.
no,
Hex, that's not even Tex-Mex.
no, it's not.
It just sounds
I make
terrible.
that's why I make my homemade Mexican food.
Just sounds terrible. Like I feel bad
My
for people out there that not had real Mexican. They're like, oh yeah, we have Mexican here, really?
like I just recently had two friends move in with me, and they've never had my cooking. They've had my
Yes.
roommates cooking, but they never had my cooking. So I made homemade tamales while I was in the process of making tamales. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm making tamales." And my favorite tamales is cheese and jalapenos with extra jalapenos. They tried
I'm
it
not
and they could
surprised.
not but for them, I made it with not as much jalapenos. And I also made them pork tamales on the side as well.
Wait.
They could not handle it.
You cut back on a jalapenos? What are you thinking?
I did for them. For them, I put extra jalapeno. I had put extra in mine because I love extra spice. But I put so little. You would think that they would be able to handle it. You would think they would be able to. They could not handle it. They ran to the fridge to get the water, and I'm like, it's not that spicy. I made plain menudo, no spice at all. They could not handle it. They could not handle it.
Never removed jalapenos. What are you thinking? Madre de Dios. Tú tienes nada en su cabeza. Madre.
I know. It hurt. I was taking the jalapenos out for them, and I was like, "This hurts.
But
This hurts
okay,
too much."
Swifty, on the scale of peppers, right? And let's face facts. Mexican food and even Mexican food in general, a jalapeno is not a spice pepper. Jalapeno is a flavored pepper.
Mhm.
Like there are other peppers and chilies, especially like green chilies. And oh, good God, get a good green chili, fire roasted too. Those got some spice to them.
Oh yes.
It's not. Oh, okay. I get that. If it's not a flavor you like, I can understand that. Jalapenos is not a flavor everybody likes, but it's still it is a flavor.
I really do be
Totally
like
get
that
that.
sometimes.
Certain peppers, some peppers are just bred to be hot. Like you take
Mhm.
the Carolina Reapers and whatnot. Like those strains of peppers are they specifically breed those for the capsaicin. They try to get as much of that in there to make that thing as hot as it possibly can. And why would you do that to yourself? That's just pain. But that's what some people enjoy. Um, Milder poblanos, see, yes, poblanos are good. Habanero is great for flavor. Oh, it's such a good flavor.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily you don't have to have food that will scar your tongue for life eating it. Like that to me is not pleasant. I like a spice kick, and I like the flavor. But I promise you, it doesn't need to peel off an inch of my tongue in order for me to call it good. It'll be all right. Let's see. So, what's the best dish that you've had over there?
To be honest, I don't really know. A lot of the food is it's bland for me.
All they
I'm
do is boil
sorry.
everything. It just
They
that's it. Just boils.
do. It's just boiled, like no flavor at all. And not even spice. If anyone's in the UK and wants to recommend me food, please do so. I would be more than happy to try it as long as it does not contain beans. Why is there so many why is there so many why is there
How
so
about
many food that has beans in it?
haggis? Have you had haggis yet?
I don't think
Curry
I've
is
had
a thing
haggis yet.
too. Have you tried the
Yeah,
curry yet?
the curry is good. I like the curry.
Well, would you rate curry as the best things you've had over there so far?
Yeah, I would say that then. Yes.
Right.
And
I'm
not
not
only that,
twisting your arm on it. I
it's
just
not just
just asking the questions.
that's all good. But Norson, yes, beans are disgusting, but it's also that I'm deathly allergic to beans. So every time they make like even if I get a plate with beans on it, I can't eat it because then it's touching everything.
We're once again we are in one of my streams and food is the topic of conversation and now I'm just hungry.
Yes. I'm hungry too.
Colby. This is terrible.
Yes, please do not throw beans at me. I will most likely have a heart attack.
Right. So there you go. Piece of information for anybody looking to protect your shoes: surround them in beans.
Yes, I will avoid it like the plague. Like I won't even bother thinking. I just be like, yeah, no.
Ha ha. Ha ha. I am ordering brand new shoes tomorrow. They will be delivered straight from the shop in their bean shapedness. They will look like a bean. I will walk around in beanie shoes. I'm going to go get me a beanie hat to match the ensemble.
And you enjoy it, Nori. Yeah, beans and nuts, any and all nut products, including peanut butter, I'm allergic. I'm definitely allergic to. Like I will actually end up having a heart attack right on the spot.
Well, we don't want you to do that.
Please don't. Please, I've had too many hospital visits. I don't want any more.
No, no, no.
At this point, my sister has to drag me to the hospital because I'm trying to fight off. It's very much sad.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot of pain. We just have to put peanut butter on our shoes and potatoes in.
Yes, and I'll avoid it like the plague.
That's a good question. Does that hit lentils and such?
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Yes, that
But I am going to the hospital again soon to get tested for almonds. Because
Well,
remember when I mentioned how I had that chocolate bar and I
mhm.
realized it had almonds in it and nothing really happened. So I have made a hospital. Had made a
Okay,
doctor appointment to try to get tested for it, retested
I'm going to
again for all my
ask the
allergies.
question. The so are you allergic to nuts or are you allergic to peanuts?
Both,
Hmm.
literally anything and everything.
Well, it's a little hard to say literally anything and everything because if that were the case, you would be dead because you would have starved to death a long
True
time
though.
ago.
Me.
So there are limits, I suspect, but the question is what those limits look like. I don't know. But yes, yep, you're exactly right.
Me.
Can't get pad thai sans peanuts. Yeah. Is it really pad thai though if you pull the peanuts out? I'm just saying. Um, well, that's the same thing I was thinking. Swift was that peanuts are in the legume family, which makes sense if she's allergic to beans. That peanuts would be on that list because they're from the same family. But if it's not just peanuts and there's actually nuts to go along with it, then okay, that kind of sucks.
Yep. I can't
But
even
then
eat a
too,
Snickers bar.
it does mean that she has to be, a bit of a carnivore, which apparently since she likes to suck blood and eat raw food, it's probably just fine anyways. So
Yeah, it's all right. And menudo, and tamales, and fajitas.
so how much of your own like preferred meals, like what's the thing that you prefer to cook there that you can't get anywhere else, and how difficult is it to source the ingredients?
Mm, 'cause I have cooked a lot. I have started cooking a whole lot more. Trying to think. I would say it'd probably be in my menudo, mainly because it's hard to find the meat for the menudo, especially when I'm looking for a specific type of pork for it too. And some of the peppers too. And there's a lot of spices you can't find.
Well, it's not like they stock everything the same in both places. So
Me, I might have. Now I'm quite curious about taking a road trip just to drive around. I'm on the hunt for food.
If you are just turning in and starting to get hungry, welcome to the stream.
Yep. North. I might, Spirit. I might. I'll think about it. Maybe next week I'll make a plan to go north.
Go north, young one. Go north.
Spirit, I'm on my way. Ah,
In London proper. Curious, you can Google.
oh, so I'm gonna have to take a trip to London too while I'm at it.
But yeah, I think that's like one of the challenges when you live abroad, or you travel abroad, or you go abroad is getting stuff that you're used to eating becomes
Oh yeah.
more of a challenge. So, let's see. On that one, on that one. Spirit would like to know what is your favorite smell?
Ooh, okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I have a favorite smell and I love it. So I don't know for those of you who shop at Bath and Body Works, there's this perfume called fire slide flurries. And I love it because it has kind of a flowery smell, kind of a flowery autumn smell to it. It's the best way I could describe it. And it's my favorite.
I'm just
Really popular.
I'm just going to point this out, but when was the last time you think that I'm going to be shopping, especially for perfume?
That's my favorite smell. And rainy weather smell.
Now, I can agree with you as far as the rainy weather goes. Like,
Yes.
I like the smell of, I like that smell you get just before the rain drops. That really crisp, fresh water smell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
I've
love the
told
after
people,
smell.
yeah, mahogany teak wood for the win. Stop talking about my deodorant smell. I say that. I'm like, what is the one that I'm currently using now? Because that's not my normal. I had to go get something different because they were out of my normal. This stuff is called Fresh Falls. It's from Dr. Squatch.
Ooh.
It's definitely it's got hints of water, but it's more of a woody sort of. That's fantastic. Now, Zoda, I know because this has come up several times in casual conversation. Zoda is very much a sandalwood kind of guy.
Yep.
So there you go. If you're looking to catch Zoda's eye, get yourself some sandalwood. Speaking of Zoda, I have watched you two interact in a number of different games and whatnot over the time that we've all hung out together. What's probably one of your favorite moments that you've had with Zoda?
With soda?
Well, you tend to every time he shows up, you tend to what is that you call him Grandmaster Wizard
Grandmaster
Zoda?
Wizard Zoda.
Yeah. See, and you don't get a little happy calling card like that for no reason whatsoever. So there's got to be some fondness here. There's got to be a reason behind that.
To be honest, when I first started calling him that, it was literally just as a joke because when I first called him that, you said, "Oh no, don't call him that. It's gonna go to his head." I started calling him that more just to mess around with you.
I see.
Yeah, see, Squirrel, who isn't fond of Zoda? He's a great guy.
Right, so it's my fault.
Especially,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it's your fault. If you didn't say that, I probably would have stopped. And then what made it even better is that Zoda went along with it. Oh, this is amazing.
You have no idea how accurate that statement is, especially around here. I think we've taken an awful lot of shots at each other, but it's all in good fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's all in. It's all in good. It's all in good fun.
Yep. Everything's all in good fun.
I routinely take shots at Squirrel, especially when we play golf with friends. Like, oh look, there's Squirrel just sitting right there. Okay. There's a clip where I legitimately shot you out of the hole and off the map while pocketing my ball, and I can hear you screaming. Squirrels.
So rude.
We were doing golf last night. She was heading for the hole.
Yep.
And I'm like, there she is. Quick, FPS, fire, shot, dink. Kicked her out of the hole. You can hear her screaming.
Oh, the troll was really strong last night.
Okay, let's be fair. I get just as good as I give. You guys take shots at me all the time.
I have been good last night. I was good. I wasn't as chaotic as I usually am last night.
Moi? Squirrel, I think you're about the only one that can get away with saying you never. Because you don't prank very well. I have seen you try to prank. I usually laugh at it. It's cute. The most pranky thing that I have seen Squirrel get together on was his first season when they took my victory farm and replaced everything in it with turnips. Like, that was their idea of a prank. It was good. I was most impressed, and B, I was tickled to death that you guys had actually taken the time to do that. It actually made my day. As much as I yelled and screamed about that, it actually had made my day that day. So. You didn't actually get to participate? Oh. Poor squirrel. Poor squirrel. That'd be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Mr. Waggleton would like to know, how well would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel, if you didn't know, Serb is a speedrunner, so he does a lot of things fast.
Not gonna lie, I would probably be amongst middle people today. I feel like I would probably do well at first, but then it'd probably go downhill really quickly.
I feel like, I don't know. Where would I put Kat at during a zombie apocalypse? I would put her on the front lines. She would be bait.
Of course, I'm bait.
We need a distraction
I
so
would
we can
probably...
raid this place. Quick, somebody say something to Kat and then throw her in the room. Just like pitch a shoe in the room. Watch her go, ooh, shoe, slam. And then you just like spend the next hour pounding on the door, yelling and screaming. Meanwhile, the zombies are like, ooh, lunch.
And they just start running around the building.
How could you run around the building? We've locked you in the door.
I know. Oh, hi, Kat.
Speaking of cats, hello, my little minion.
No, don't you dare. No, no. He's been very attacky lately. Mainly because I had to chop some of his fur off of his tail because he got outside and bristle bush.
That's not.
And it was all on his butt, and I could not. I tried to tear. I got a lot of it off, but he had a very big chunk of it in his tail, and it's gotten to the point to where I needed to ask my roommate to like hold him down just so I could quickly cut off a chunk of the tail that was just completely matted and entangled. So he's been very attacky lately. I actually have a giant scar on my leg now because of him. Yeah, no, let's not provoke the kitty right now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Why?
But no, so okay, let's we're in the zombie apocalypse, right? What is
Yes.
your job? What is it that Cat does that nobody else can do?
Look, easily. Look,
Book?
is I know how to take nothing into something. If there's nothing in that fridge, I'm gonna grab what's in that fridge and I'm gonna be able to make a decent meal. I would give Cat a little bit more credit in that, though. I would say she would last 6 days. Be sad and then run out. Take her. Have her friends around her. She would try to be good. I do. I have the mom powers. You can ask all my roommates because they were complaining that we didn't have any food, and lo and behold, I was able to make a whole 3-course meal.
We don't have any food. You say that. Challenge accepted. Just watch the expert go to work.
Damn it.
And then you wonder why people call you the expert. She out here representing her job.
Yes, that would be my job if we were in a zombie apocalypse.
I suppose that's a job.
Unless we're talking close combat. Things got violent. And then I'd probably be useless.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think anybody would be useless in a zombie apocalypse. Mostly just
Yeah.
because I think when the chips are down, that's when people really, when you're backed up against a wall and you're struggling for something, you gotta really. I think that's when people do one of two things: either you step up and you really rock it out, or you don't, and you fall flat on your face, and somebody else has to help you up from that. Like, to be honest, in a zombie apocalypse, I think you actually have more skills to offer than I would have. Like, other than because in a zombie apocalypse, nobody cares about a programmer. Just you used to do what? You get to be dinner. So I do believe that there would be a pecking order per se. As a programmer, I would not be high on that pecking order. Likely it's not. However, if that were my only skill set, then I would be well and truly screwed. As a medic,
It do be like that.
ha 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 ha. I can send Blue Potato Cat out to go get bandages and whatnot, and she can be. No, wouldn't do that. Not at first, anyways. Where's that button? Let's see. But yeah, I mean, so you would do the mom in the kitchen. You would do all the cooking. Is that
I do the cooking.
now? have you done cooking outside of the house? That is campfire style cooking.
Yeah, I have.
Because that's what we would be talking about. In a zombie apocalypse, you would definitely be on the run. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have a stove or sink. So what sort of give us a dish that you have cooked over an open fire, as it were.
Goat tacos. Easy.
Can't
Cooked
quite.
outside goat tacos. The only downside to that, though, when I did actually cook it, the goat was already pre-killed and pre-cut. No,
Yeah,
I've
but
made homemade tortillas though.
no. Okay, tortillas is good. I'm good with the tortillas.
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. What are we holding on to?
Hold on. Okay, there we go. My sound was going in and out again. You're back now. Yee.
Spirit says he'll go butcher a live goat. It's all good.
Ooh, then bring the goat. We'll skin it, and then we'll start making those tacos. Unless you prefer kebabs.
Goat tacos.
Goat tacos. Green salsa.
Just. I just had visions of a Blue Potato Cat opening up a Mexican restaurant, and people are like, "Wow, this is pretty good stuff. What is in this?" Goat tacos.
And not only that. Yeah, but if we were in a zombie apocalypse, and if I was making goat tacos, and if let's actually say Spirit was with us too in this apocalypse, he went to go kill the goat, and he brought it back. We can skin that goat. The goat. Not only will we have fur to keep warm, we're getting the meal as well. That's a win-win right there.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those skills. If you don't use it regularly enough, I suppose it'll disappear on you. But that's cool, Squirrel. I didn't know you knew how to do that. It's absolutely fantastic. Earthly Feathers would like to know, what is the inspiration for your VTuber model?
Okay. So obviously everyone knows that the original VTube model was just a simple PNG that your roommate has made. He has taken. Oh, you can easily say that it was Nori and Zoda's fault. Oh yeah, the
Again,
ghost
I'm
cat
getting
was a
blamed.
good one too.
What am I getting blamed for?
Because you and Zoda kept on, like, it started with Zoda mentioning, "Oh, you're Crimson Cat. You should be a vampire at this point. It's literally in your name. It's right there." And then you started mentioning the vampire stuff. Roommate started mentioning the vampire stuff.
I believe I started mentioning the vampire stuff.
Yes, the vampire. And the roommate joined the call, and then you told a roommate about the vampire, and the roommate was like, "Bet it's gonna be done before your interview."
All I remember from that particular conversation was trying to figure out another way to wrangle in the Count, Sesame Street, into your slogan. You know, the Count's always like, ah. It's like, how do we wrap the Count in on top of this? Because she's going vampire, right? Blah, blah, blah. I want to suck your blood.
No. Oh, yeah,
and it doesn't
now,
work for her.
like, as
So she's a crimson cat, so it's got to be. What do we use for instead? Oh, I got it. We want to suck your salmon. And then I was told, no, it's not salmon. It's pink salmon. Oh, okay. She wants to suck your pink salmon. And then next thing I know, Squirrel's like, phrasing Nori.
Yes. And the thing is too is
Like,
that after that call and roommate was showing me the progress of it, he started talking about I he just loved the fact that we went from potatoes to the graveyard to casino to this now. So now I'm basically running a casino that's secretly now there's basically a casino that's secretly owned by a vampire, and we're luring people to play the game, and if they lose then we take them to the upstairs and basically drain their blood.
Cat, there's no secret about this. You are horrible at
I
keeping
know.
secrets. Like, this is a well-known thing. No secret, my
I
friend. There's
already
no
know
secret
that.
here. This goose is cooked. No, Squirrel, I'm never surprised when it comes down to things. Are you kidding me? Especially when I start things. I already know people will be like, no, Nori, no.
Yeah. I thought the ghost cat was adorable though, but it just
Ghost
wasn't
Cat was
fitting
good.
with Ghost Cat was good, but it just wasn't fitting with the band. Crimson Cat fits in a whole lot more. And I'm still keeping a part of the old me too, because let's face it, I'm stuck with Cat.
You are. I
I
mean, but
am.
you're only stuck as much as you want to be stuck, right?
That is true though.
I mean, you have the option if you really want to get out from underneath that moniker because you can just change it, and that's the lovely thing about Twitch and that sort of thing is yes, you can change what people refer to you by.
That is true though. It do be like that sometimes.
But it don't have to be.
Oh, speaking of that, roommate was telling me how he just couldn't stop imagining the Crimson Casino and how we're luring people and how we're just basically if they lose a game, we're gonna take them upstairs and start like this a ritual to sacrifice for their blood. And he said the perfect thing, and it was a TikTok video I seen as well, and it's perfect. And he said exactly. Imagine you're just sitting on top by a pillar,
Mm-hmm.
and you just say it do be like that sometimes, and the congression just goes, and sometimes like that it be. And I just thought that that was perfect, and I need to
Sometimes
ask
like
him. And sometimes like that it be. It's perfect, and I love it, and I need him to draw something like that.
See, there you go. But I mean, you're at least you're having fun, right? I mean, I think that's the big takeaway from there is make certain you're having fun with it.
Oh yes.
It's good to see you definitely leaning in. So there's all of that loveliness coming on. Oh, somebody found the other part of that. Good job, Norson.
Hmm?
You haven't been watching the puzzles being put together.
I have. Oh, I see it now. I've been watching chat more.
It's fantastic. It's great. It's wonderful. It's exactly what we wanted to be.
I love it.
Um, it's a cute little cat puzzle.
I love it. It's so adorable. That's how I pitch in Odin and Orion.
Tell us about your cats. There, you keep bringing them up.
So Odin's the oldest cat. I've had him since he was a baby. He had a brother named Spaz. Sadly, Spaz is no longer with us. And for those of you who were around when I first started streaming, you all would know that Spaz was a Spaz. Spaz was basically the star of my stream. Everyone loved Spaz. Especially since he was well known for chewing my cords.
Oof.
But I got Odin and Spaz because I wanted a
Cord
cat.
chewer.
I just wanted one cat. I actually was not supposed to have Spaz still. But when I got said kittens from these people, Imma just say this quickly, I'm so happy I got them when I did, because when they opened the door, all you just got hit was a whiff of smoke, and those cats were just shaking and shivering in the corner. So when I took them home, obviously, I took them straight to the vet. Vet said that there were a few health issues with them, took care of them. Spaz was originally supposed to be my roommate's cat
Mm-hmm.
when I was still in America at the time. They did not take care of Spaz at all, and when I ended up moving out, they moved out before us, and they just completely abandoned the poor kitten, and we didn't know until we went back to the house to get the rest of our stuff, and I
Wow.
found Spaz stuck in the closet, locked, and has not eaten at all. So I figured, well,
That's
Odin's
just
your brother,
rude.
Spaz, so we're just gonna take you in. It's okay. And Spaz, and ever since I've done that, I guess I just gained Spaz's trust from doing that. And he was basically my best friend. I loved him. He was my
I don't.
streaming buddy.
I don't understand people that can do that sort of thing to animals, especially ones that you accept in as a pet.
Oh yeah.
There's just no call for
I
it.
hate it. And the fact that she asked me to get her the kitten because when I got them they both were available. So if I didn't get Spaz, the Spaz probably would be somewhere else right now. Somewhere out there in the world. And I've had Spaz all the way
Well,
up until I moved. Sadly, Spaz is not with us anymore. And then 3 months later, that's when I got Shadow from a friend. A friend gifted me Shadow. Shadow was she was amazing. She was a very good kitten. But then once a friend moved in with
if we can
me,
hear the cat.
that's Orion meowing at my feet right now. Hi. But when a friend moved in with me last year, she just was attached to him. Just completely forgot about me and just went to him. And I'm just like, well, it'd be like that sometimes. So when he moved out, I couldn't break that poor cat's house, so I let him take Shadow with her. We still talk, and Shadow is doing amazing. And then around my birthday, that's when I got Orion from the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since I've gotten Orion, I've been telling this to a lot of people. Spaz came back to haunt me. I am sure of it. Spaz came back to haunt me because I keep accidentally calling this damn cat Spaz because he chews my cords. He never leaves me alone. He cries at 3 in the morning for attention. He'll
Mm-hmm.
hop into my lap and headbutt me just like Spaz does. And,
Sounds like pretty typical cat behavior to me.
eh. And he's gotten so well with Odin too. So I'm very happy about that. They've gotten a lot better. Of course, they were fighting at first, and then that's when Shale recommended me Fellaway, and I've been using that,
Good stuff.
and
Good
they
stuff.
just been very good stuff. I recommended it to my sister for her cat, and so far I haven't heard back from her about that. I'm gonna have to ask her about that.
Yeah, I
But
I discovered that one at the vet when I took the cats in. So they put me in this little room, and the two cats that we have here do not like to be in their carriers. And so the entire time they were singing, yelling, throwing a fit, scratching, attempting to get out. Uh,
mm,
not 5 minutes in that room, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm good." It just chilled right out, like mellowed out. I'm like, I've never seen such an instant transformation. We pulled them out of the bags. They just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I'm good.
everything's fine.
The dogs did everything they need to do. They checked out. I'm like, there's no way that these are the same cats that I walked in here with. Back in the car 5 minutes later, and they just squawked the entire way home. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, what is that stuff? Went back to the vet very next day. I'm like, what is that stuff? I want to know.
Tell me your secrets.
It really is night and day difference. If you guys are,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
have a cat that gets, it's a little bit manic, crazy. You want it to settle down. Fell away.
Too much spicy nice.
Good stuff.
Hey, kitty. Hey, look. He's already crying for your attention.
Your cat.
I know.
And we are talking to a cat.
Catception.
Look at that. This is coming along gorgeously, famously.
Yeah.
I think this goes there. Aha. Let's see. So, Zodicus would like to know, what is your weapon of choice? Zoda, why are you asking this question? This sounds like a dangerous question.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna get some more lore on this one. Daggers. My weapon of choice, daggers. I do. Those of you who did not know, I was in the military when I was in America. I only did 2 years of service because health condition got worse, and basically I just got the boot. I was specifically trained for close hand-to-hand combat, and daggers was my weapon. Oh, cats got
I don't buy
claws,
it.
basically.
I don't buy
You
it.
can act squishy.
Nope. Nope. I don't buy it. Not for a moment. Try again.
The aliens have no chance. And not only that, when I was younger, my dad taught me hand-to-hand combat as well. Because he was in the military as well. He was in the Marines and he was in Special Forces for 10 years.
I see what you're trying to do, Kat. You're trying to convince us that you're this big scary. No, try again.
I'm not big scary, not anymore.
You're not even a little scary.
Before, I'm not even. No, I'm not scary at all. Like
it really do be like that.
And sometimes like that it be.
Yeah, but it don't have to be.
Damn it. But no, like, and this was before I had Discord too. So there was a very big change difference with me.
Do you find when you look back on things that you are upset by the changes? Are you okay with the changes that have occurred?
I love the changes so far.
Like,
I've
growth is
embraced it a
growth.
lot.
Everybody goes through.
Yeah. Everyone changes at some point in time. Like that's something you just can't escape. It's just how you embrace those changes that define who you are. It's the way I see it.
Well, that's not what you said last night when you were yelling, screaming, and crying over the golf game.
Well, that's because Zoda kept on plinking me away from the hole.
You should be glad you skipped out on that very last hole. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I was watching you guys play, and I was just like, yeah, no, I probably would be raging.
That was so bad. And I've looked at maps like that before. I'm like, these might be fun to try out.
No.
At least once. I've done it once.
Like once in a while, it'd be fun.
There's a map in there, and I'm not kidding you. There was a map that I looked at, skimmed over, and went, there's no way. That they said to set time to unlimited. It's good for 5 to 10 hours. One hole.
Oh, God. No.
One hole. I'm like, there's no way.
No. Oh, I hear.
I will I will try a lot of different community games and what. There is no way.
No. We usually play like our average games is like about 4 to 5, sometimes 6. 5 hours, 5 to 10 hours of straight golf. I feel like we would be at each other's throats at that point.
Oh, there would be no way. We after about 10 minutes of it, somebody would be like, I quit. You've outdone
Yep.
yourself, Nora. You have picked the worst possible hole. That's it. No more. I'm done.
Yep.
Uh, like that's
Especially
my
with
feeling of
how
how
much that we
would.
troll each other too.
Oh,
We would not survive.
I usually get a pretty good kick out of it.
Oh yeah.
Just for the fact that people are like, how much golf do you guys play? And I'm like, golf with your friends. I have played enough now to have close to 500 hours in golf with your friends. Yeah, 130 strokes. We have played a lot of golf with your friends.
Oh yeah. Especially when we had our weekly golf as well.
Yeah,
And
and I was like, yeah, we should probably. Shale was mentioning that. And she's like, we should get back to that. Those were
should.
fun times, right?
Yeah.
Because you could count on that. Like, hey, once a
Oh
week,
yeah.
show up. We're gonna do some golf.
I miss those times.
And
And we always had a good laugh out of it. We trolled and had a good laugh out of it. I mean, we still have good laugh out of the trolling.
what do you mean? What's this? You keep like we trolled? No. Serb trolled. Nori trolled. Zoda trolled. Cat, all she could do to get to the hole.
There was my moments where I'd be like, "Hey, buddy," and I just pick on one person. So that was like once in a while. I kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah. It was not a regular enough thing that
Yeah.
it wasn't nearly as regular enough as getting to the hole and staring at Serb from the other side sitting next to the hole.
With his little crash helmet on.
Yeah. Not the same animal.
No.
You were never scary enough, but
Nope. Still not.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Dope Games would like to know when we making the next excuse me, pancakes.
Tomorrow.
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 What are we doing tomorrow?
I guess you gotta wait and see.
You mean you gotta wait and see? No. What are we doing tomorrow?
Actually, no. No, it's not tomorrow. It's Sunday. Sunday, actually.
Big plans? Little plans?
Yes, very big plans. Very big plans for
plans.
Sundays now.
For Sundays? Well,
Yeah,
what are we doing
Sundays.
on Sundays?
Sundays are Serenade Sundays. I have officially talked with. So I actually do kind of have some disappointing news for everyone. For those of you who have been around, when I was in the band WTF, I say was now because sadly WTF is no more. We were branded to Crimson Feud.
What?
We rebranded to Crimson Feud. Thank you again, Zoda, for the name suggestion. For some of you who have been around since then, we have parted ways with 2 of our band members now.
Oh, that's
Crimson Feud is currently on hold at the moment.
Crimson Feud is
while
currently
I'm-
feudless.
Basically. But because of this, I now have the okay to start promoting my music. God damn it. So I can finally start streaming how I create my music, how I write my music, and everything like that. So you guys
Oh,
get
that's
to see the
cool.
dark side of Cat.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. But I am going to say this in advance now. Um,
Wear
I do
earplugs. Got it.
apologize. Well, I mean that too. But I do apologize for those who are on the religious side. But if you are on the religious side, you might not want to hop in unless you enjoy a good laugh. It is kind of on the dark. I am being completely honest. This is not me joking. It is on the dark side. A lot of my songs are on the dark side.
Well, the easy solution to solve for that is, of course, turn the light on.
Damn it, no way. Damn it, no way.
Told
It
you.
really be like that.
I needed I needed a damn it Nori for this stream. I have to go back through and count them up. It do be like that,
And sometimes like that it be.
but it don't have to be.
Right. You gotta have a little tally. Just add another tally right there.
So put it up in the bottom of the screen. Well, that's fine. When I
Yeah.
convert this to a YouTube video, I'll include the tally at YouTube. Go back through and watch it on YouTube. Ding ding.
I wonder how many have I said so far. I wanna guess probably somewhere in the 30s now. Nori needs a counter for every stream. Last time it's Nori's fault. Now it's damn it Nori.
Well, yeah. Being said, I do invite it on my own self. It's not like I don't invite that sort of thing. It's fine. It's fine. So you're no longer the Crimson Feud. So you're going to be writing. So you're going to be doing this on your streams on Sundays.
Yep. Saturday Sundays. But I'll still be representing as Crimson Feud because, yeah.
So
To
are
be
you
honest, it
going
was
to
my whole
be?
idea anyway. I'm claiming Crimson Feud.
Go for it. So are you going to be like playing music, or are you going to be like what's the format?
Basically, I'm showing. Basically, I already have some lyrics that were supposed to be made already with the band. So I'll be taking those lyrics and putting them into a website and creating the sounds for it and the beats. We go from there. Vocals, vocals. So for like the vocal parts, obviously everyone knows I do like to sing, but I'm not really that much of a stage singer. I will probably be sometime in the future. I probably will start asking around for people who can sing, who would like to be a part of the projects.
Get Wags.
Wags.
Wags has got a set of pipes on him.
Wags. Hop in my Discord so we can start getting to work.
Start getting jiggy with it.
Hell yeah.
I really should not go out and start claiming and using all of this new age speak as often as I do. It's just bad.
It really be like that sometimes.
And I know it's bad, but it doesn't stop me from doing it anyways.
Funny.
I don't know that so much as funny as I can hear people cringing.
I find it funny.
Well, let's face facts.
Except
You
for
encourage the Gen Z slang.
I do. It's my fault with that one. It's partially my fault. I'm not the only one that encourages it.
No,
As
Kino helps a
long,
lot with that too.
yeah. As long as you're not having me say things to my sister again.
That was pretty funny. I can't believe you actually did
It
that. That was
was.
your own fault.
I know. And the thing was too is that I knew that my sister was going to do that, which just made it even more funnier for me. Because I already knew. It was just funny to see her cringe.
Like, oh, sister.
Squishy, don't be shy. Type in chat.
Yes.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna get a message after stream.
I heard you were talking about me.
Oh, sister. You want to say it
Maybe,
again?
but we'll never admit to it. I'm trying to remember the name of the. So Kino's got a viewer that pops into his chat that that's the cause of the start for there as far as Kino's going.
Yeah,
Like
I
he
don't
had
remember the
somebody
name.
teaching him. Killer. There you go. Killer.
Yeah.
It's been so long since Kino has streamed. So other than your serenading Sundays, I think I got that name right. That sounds right.
Serenade
Any
Sundays.
big plans coming up over the course of this next year?
As everyone knows, well, as a lot of people know, I'm back in college for music production.
You were
For
in
real, no
college
cap, Kino. I got distracted by Kino. I think Kino and got happy.
for real, for real.
For real. No cap, straight facts. But anyways, back to the question. For a lot of people who know, I am back in college for music production. I want to get my master's in music production. I have my associates in music composition and theory. Basically, I just want to go the full way. I want to start my career in music and start promoting my music. So over time, there are going to be a lot of streams that's going to start involving music. So there is going to be big changes within the year, as well as there may be one less day shorter in the weeks for stream. So instead of streaming my normal 5 days, I might end up streaming my normal 4 days, just so I can have that one extra day to do nothing but
Okay.
practice.
Sometimes you gotta
And
take the time where you can get your time.
yep, and I
That's
am currently
exciting.
saving up. And I'm currently saving up to replace all of the instruments that I've lost. Cause when I was younger, I used to have a wide variety of instruments given to me by my father. Sadly, I lost those instruments. And the only one that I do have left from my dad is, well, the two I have left from my dad is my guitar and my ukulele. I'm currently saving up to get a piano now so I could go back to playing piano, but I do also want to learn a new instrument as well. I just don't know what yet.
That's fantastic, Norson. Maybe you'll have to start hanging out with Miss Blue Potato Cat just a little bit, and you can start doing the
Ooh,
musical and noise stuff.
new friend.
New friend.
New friend, let's go.
We love a new friend.
Oh yeah.
Making AI music in 2 days. Yeesh.
My
That
God,
just sounds
you're a
painful.
master at it.
Just sounds painful. Okay, so in the very near future, then, if I'm understanding this correctly, we are going to see less game, more music.
Yep.
Now,
I
do
mean,
you
I
have
still want to.
plans of like rolling that into like a DJ career? Like, because I know there's some Twitch streamers out there that do DJing. Uh,
Oh yeah.
seem to be,
Well,
you know, fairly
in a way,
popular in
yes,
that sort of
because
thing.
I still want to keep the games. Obviously, I love the games and I love gaming with my friends.
Hmm.
I still want to. So there's still going to be games, but it is going to be more based on music now. Well, throughout the future, it is going to be based on music more often.
Now, what is the hardest thing that you are anticipating to deal with in making this change?
Um,
Like, we know there's going to be a struggle. There's always a struggle when you start something new. But what
being
would you
honest, the
say?
biggest struggle,
Hmm.
being on, if I'm, oh, okay. So being honest, the deepest struggle that's going to be that I actually had to face about 2 weeks ago now is to be able to get on the camera to play the bass guitar again. And I have already started trying to, mainly because basically make it plain short and simple. My dad is the reason why I got into music. Without him helping me figure out my love for music, I probably still wouldn't know who I am today. Without music, I can easily say without music in my life, I am nothing. Um, and while being with my dad, he was always the one to start playing the guitar because we would play together a lot. He would be the one shredding out on the guitar. I would always be the one playing the bass. I back up with the bass. That was our thing. I have completely stopped every and all music since he passed away. I actually have not picked up my guitar at all until recently last year. I have not picked up and played that guitar until recently last year. And I bought the bass guitar off of Amazon. It was cheap, $100 bass guitar off of Amazon.
Hmm.
And I've had it for about half a year now. I have not picked up and played it until 2 weeks ago. And as soon as I started playing it, I just complete mind shut down and just started crying because that was just our thing. Like my dad was the reason why I had happiness in my life. Yeah.
I can already tell you saw the question coming, and you're welcome to go ahead and answer that one.
Wait, which one? The one that Brother Hero just said?
Yep.
No, you cannot steal a shoe. If you want to steal a
Yeah.
shoe, you can steal the
How dare?
Converse. You can
How
steal the
dare?
Converse, but stay away from my Martins and my high tops. Stay away from those. I'll bite. I will bite when it comes to my Doc Martens. I will bite. Fangs and claws will come out then. You want to steal my Converse? Go ahead. Steal my moccasins. Steal my slippers. Don't go anywhere
Wow.
near my Doc Martens or my high tops.
Wow. It really do be like that.
Sometimes like that it be.
But it don't have to be.
Damn it, no.
So playing the bass is now. Do you prefer the bass, or would you rather be like a lead guitar player?
um, to be honest, when I started playing in the band, I was lead guitar. Um, Now that I'm doing solo now, I guess I just have to deal with the fact that I'm gonna have to start playing the bass more often now. Because I want to play again. because I've noticed that since because of me stopping to play, I'm just lost and I don't know what to do. And now that like ever since I did start playing in the band, I'm a lot happier. I'm a lot more confident now, and I feel like me again. Like I feel like old cat.
Well, this is good.
That's yeah. Real cat starting to come out more often now. Yeah. I still like the only thing though is that I really do want to learn a new instrument because I already know so much now. Only problem is I'm stuck between the clarinet and cello. Those are the ones I'm stuck between.
See, I wanted to learn when I was younger. I wanted to play. I honestly wanted to play a sax because I've always enjoyed the sound of a well played sax.
E.
If you can really work that horn, it's an enjoyable instrument to listen
Oh yeah. My
to.
dad.
I can't. So my problem is I grew up and I learned to play by ear, and I can't read sheet music, and there's not enough. I don't have the patience to learn to read sheet music because I spend all my time learning programs and everything else. There's just no time or space for that sort of thing. And unfortunately, there's no time or space to learn a new instrument. There's just not. So I will stick with my stringed instruments. I can pick up guitar, banjo, bass, ukulele. If it's got strings on it, I can play it.
Ways. See, with me, when my dad first started getting me into music, I was only 6 years old. When he came home with this busted down, broken guitar and bass, and he bought them off of a friend of his. He came home. I had no idea what the hell a guitar was at 6, and I heard him play it, and instantly I was like, "What's that?" And that's when he grabbed me, sat me on the couch next to him, put the guitar in my lap, and then started moving my hands onto the strings. Started teaching me everything he knew. From the guitar was the bass guitar within 2 years. Within the next year, it went from bass guitar to the violin because I people are a lot of people don't believe this, but I still do sometimes, but I used to like classical music.
Nah, that's cap. Cap.
See people. I already said that a lot of people believe this. I used to enjoy classical music, like Bach and Mozart were my favorite. When I went from Jolie says that for the wrist. Wow. Yeah, not anymore. I don't listen to it as much as I used to. Like I'll go back to it like once in a while whenever I feel like I just want to relax for a bit.
Bangarang.
But the only difference is that nowadays I'm more into like the darker versions of classical music, basically. I don't know the proper terms. That's the one thing I hate that my dad did not teach me was the proper terms for everything. Oh yeah, after the
These days, there's
violin.
usually people have free outdoor summer sales, right? Now, see that I enjoy actually finding like a local symphony group or something like that, and just listening to play. That's fun. Like, that's a good
Yeah,
time.
that's fun. I would probably love them. I probably love them. But yeah, after the violin, I heard my sister my sister started off playing the flute. I heard her play the flute. I had her teach me how to play the flute. And then I went from the flute to the drums, and then from the drums to the piano. And then I do believe after the piano, that's when I started transitioning into trumpet, and then from the trumpet to the sax. Now the sax, I'm not as good as I am with everything else. Mainly because I kind of stopped a little bit. Yeah,
How's your music
those-
theory?
I'd say it's pretty decent. But considering that I really haven't done much with music theory lately, and with how bad my memory is, I probably would have to reteach myself a few things.
Well, I was hoping that you could teach me a few things, and you're telling me your music theory sucks. Well, that blows that idea out the water.
Well, it's been
Get
a
better at
while
that. You're
since.
supposed to be the expert. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Well, I already know. I like it's good. Like I'm pretty sure if I look at it, or if I start playing, it's gonna start coming back to me. Because I graduated music theory it's been almost 3 years now since I graduated music theory, and that was probably the last time I used it.
Don't look at me. I've never used music theory. I've never even studied it. I've heard of it. But I do think that there is a thing that if you have at least some music theory in you, if you at least understand it well enough, that it's what makes it possible to do some of
Oh yeah.
those music theory folks unite.
I have my associates. I don't mainly because I probably would have gone for my master's if it wasn't for my family, to be honest. 'Cause as soon as my dad heard that I wanted to be a musician, he was so happy. He just jumped up, was shaking his fists, and just going, "You hear that? My daughter wants to be like her dad and be a musician. She's actually gonna amount to something." And you could hear my aunt, my sister, my dad's sister. You can hear my aunt yelling out, "She's not gonna make it. She needs to be a cop." Because that's what everyone in my family wanted me to be, a forensics photographer for the FBI. All because I made this stupid little project in third grade because we were supposed to do a project of what we wanted to be when we grow up, and I had no idea what I wanted to be. So I just went down the easy way to get it done and over with. And ever since then, everyone was pushing me to be a cop. Most of my summers were spent stuck in my bedroom reading the freaking exam on how to be a cop. And my dad,
Hmm.
when my mom wasn't looking, what my dad would do, or when my mom went out, he'd take the book and he threw it to the side. He'd grab me and he'd take me into the basement where he had his little and he had his own like little music studio. Apparently my mom had no idea. Because my mom had absolutely no idea. So he just goes, "Do not tell your mom, do not tell your siblings about this at all. Okay, this is gonna be father-daughter time for us. You can play as much as you want with whatever you want." And I just little 8-year-old me was going, "Okay, Dad."
Rock
And like
on.
when I reunited with my dad and when I was in high school, he was so happy that I still held that passion for music.
Hey.
And out of my entire family, it was only him and my older sister Squishy. They were the only ones that supported me through it all.
Well, it's interesting. The people that influence your life, right? You never know who's going to make a big difference, who's going to change the path, the course that you're charting for yourself. It's always fantastic when when it's somebody that you respond well to. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Probably is not the word. There's probably a better word for it, but that's the word my brain came up with. So tough.
Wait, what happened? Here, there's.
But it is one of those things that you know, it's good to have support in enterprises that you decide you want to get out there and do. And that's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying this out. It's specifically for adults trying to get back into instruments they used to play. Okay, Swifty, you're gonna have to put a link to that in the Discord.
Yes. That was like I'm definitely gonna look into that because I wanna start playing everything again as much as I used to when I was younger. And the reason why I'm saving up to replace everything was, like I said, was my family. Because after my dad passed away and like my sister kind of, she kind of pushed away from everyone because of his passing. So I was basically on my own. I had no one, no friends at all. I was all on my own. Everyone hated the fact that when I moved out, I asked one simple request was to keep my instruments until I can come back to get them. Did not happen. Lost it all. Everything.
Oh, that's
All of my past songs that I've created with my dad gone. All those memories gone. All of those gifts from my dad, all those instruments, the trumpets, the flutes, the guitars, the bass, everything gone. Found out they were sold.
that's rude.
And what makes it even worse is that every instrument my dad gave me, he would put like a little autograph and like a little small part with like a little heart for me. And he put like a little message on the side of it too.
I should make it easy to find
So
them.
I've been looking for 4 years now. This year is gonna be 5, and I'm still looking. And I guess after the grieving phase for my sister, she started helping me to look for them again. But sadly, we had no luck. So thankfully, I still have the ukulele and the guitar. So I'm happy about that. I still have something.
There you
And
go.
all of those musics, all the music and songs that we created together, I can easily replicate those. It's just not going to be the same without my dad being there.
Well, yes, but it's still a fond memory, right? So it's still something that
Oh
you
yeah.
can look back on and enjoy the memories, and that's an important thing.
Oh yeah.
It's not like it's a memory that you look back on and you're like, oh God, why?
Like my dad, like out of all of his kids, I was the only one that held on to the music passion. Like my sister still had a music passion too. Like she still picks up the flute once in a while, but she didn't want to have a career like I did. She has her career in her makeup and her beauty. And we always found that hilarious how she loves to help people feel beautiful, but I love to help people feel happy when it comes to my music and her makeup. So we always thought that was funny. And what we thought it was funny is that that's literally what our dad made us to be. Like everyone hated that my sister wanted to do cosmetics. Everyone hated I wanted to do music. It was the one thing that our dad would support us in. He would be the only one. He would stand his ground and say, "No, screw you. They're my kids. If they want to do it, they're gonna do it."
There you go.
And one of my fondest memories, the only memory that I have with my dad, would be when I was in high school. We had this little concert. It was basically supposed to be our final test for the semester, and um, I passed in my music class, and I was among the top of my music class, and I actually ended up getting a scholarship because of it. And my dad was there to watch it happen, and he was so happy. And my sister came during the last part of it, and they both were so happy when I got the scholarship. My dad took me out to celebrate, and we went to his favorite bar slash restaurant. And mainly because he was friends with the owner of said bar slash restaurant. And he walked in, he grabbed us both by our shoulders, pushed us in front of him, and said, "Start pouring the drinks. My daughters are beautiful geniuses." And I actually still have the picture that we took of us together when I got that scholarship that day. And it's the only picture I have with all three of us.
A
And
good
my
movie.
and my mom hated it. She loathed it.
That sounds like a her problem, not a you problem.
I know. And my literally when I mentioned it to my dad, he just went, "You know what? Screw her." She ain't gonna support, and that's obviously I was still young at the time, so I was still learning a lot of things and still understanding the real world. And that's when he gave me a life lesson saying, if people aren't gonna support you, they're not your people. You need to go out there and find the people that are gonna support you, help you out, but still be friends that are good enough to point out things that you do that might be wrong and to call you out on it. So that way
Yep.
you don't drift off to the other side. That's one piece of advice that I still hold on to from my dad.
Yeah, you need people to keep you honest.
Yep.
I'm starting to get a little halfway decent at these puzzle games.
It's coming out great though. It looks so adorable.
You know, you could have been helping.
I got distracted. When am I not getting distracted? But
You
I've been
live
watching
distracted.
though. I've been watching though, and it's so adorable.
It's the home stretch. You got it. The problem is this black cat.
Well, it looks
The
like you might
void
be.
kitty.
It looks like you guys might be able to finish it before stream is done.
Well, so I've kind of figured out where we're at as far as people putting together these puzzles, right?
E.
So I've kind of settled this in. We can do in the course of one of these interviews, we can do about 750 or less puzzle.
Ah.
And so that's pretty much what I set these puzzles up for, is 750 pieces. Some of them get done sooner, some of them don't get done at all. It's been pretty hit or miss on these.
Oh, I just noticed the boy kitty has blue beans.
You're just now noticing that.
Because the screen is minimized for me. And chat takes up most of the screen for me, so I have to squint a little and lean forward, and I'm like, oh, I got blue beans.
Got blue beanies.
The blue beans.
Yep, that he does.
Oh, it would have been perfect if I was still Blue Potato Cat.
Somebody's done it. There you go. And that's a completed picture.
Woo! Let's go. Wait. Oh, it's so adorable. Aww.
Yeah. Well, about 750. We get all the questions. Get all the way through. That's It's actually I've got this down to a pretty good science at this point.
Yeah.
We're at the wrap up portion. Last question from Dote, and then we're gonna run into our final couple questions of the evening, and then we will let you get on to your thing, Miss Crimson Cat.
Okie dokie.
So, which fictional character do you wish you could bring to life? And if you had a theme song that played every time you entered a room, what would it be?
Okay, if I had a fictional character to bring to life, um, hmm, that's a good question. Fictional character, fictional character.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good question. I can't think.
Do you have that many fictional characters you like?
Yes.
Ah, well, therein lies the problem, isn't it?
I'm trying to think what would be an easy one. A lot of the fictional characters I like are kind of dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What you're saying? You're an aliens supporter? I like it when the little baby alien rips out of their stomach.
No. I can't. I actually can't answer that question because there's just so many choices. It's hard to choose one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
how about a
if
theme song then?
easy, um, "Darkness at the Heart of My Love," "Darkness at the Heart of My Love" by Ghost. Right there.
Yeah. See, for me, a theme song would be Yakety, the Yakety Sax, or something from Benny Hill. Just because that would be. You still want to answer that question? Okay, he says pick top 3 fictional character then.
Dang it, no. That's not making it any easier. Let me think. Uh, Screw it. We'll do Alucard from Helsing.
Yeah.
Um, um, Sebastian from Black Butler.
Okay.
Mm,
I like Sebastian.
and Alistair from Hazbin Hotel.
Mm.
There's my
Okay.
top 3. Actually, no, Rosie. Rosie from Hazbin Hotel.
Rosie.
Rosie.
All right. All right. And so your last couple of questions, we've already asked you what some of your big plans coming up for this year, and you told us, and I don't know about everybody else, but I'm excited for it. This is gonna be a good time on Sundays. It pairs very nicely with our storied Saturdays that we've started doing. So, get a story one evening and get you some hard rocking music the next day. Sounds like a winner to me. That being said, is there a single piece of advice or pearls of wisdom that you would give to either a younger version of you or somebody looking to get started streaming? Like what would you tell them to do to get started to be successful too?
Be yourself. Even if you don't know who you are yet, and if you're still trying to figure out who you are, experiment and don't be afraid to change when you finally realize who you are. Because I know personally I struggled with that. I mean, it took me 2 years to finally figure out that I'm Miss Crimson Cat. But also have that support system. Have that support system. If you got people, you got friends that you've known for a while that don't support you in what you want to do, don't take their advice. Have the support system, have the friends that are going to support you, that are willing to help you, and that are truly happy for you. That's my advice right there.
It's good advice.
and also,
Good,
and also,
solid
don't be
advice.
afraid.
Well, I think fear is everybody is afraid of something, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
it's easy to go, don't be afraid of it, and it's fine, it'll work out. But that's not always the case. It's fear is easy. Fear is
sometimes
instinctual.
sometimes
But
you gotta work through it in order to get over it. And for
I
some
think I
people, it's
think
hard to do that.
I think you've got good solid points. I think having friends, having a support structure to help you get past those moments of fear and whatnot, really does help. Goes a long, long way. Well,
Oh yeah.
final bits of business, Miss Potato Cat. Miss Potato Cat.
Beep, beep.
Ding. Yeah, I'm going to take that one. Miss Crimson Cat. Final bit of business.
Yes.
As we do every time when we come to a close on our Talk Tuesday, we go and send this lovely collection of people somewhere else so they can expound and amaze everybody of their informational knowledge about you to the next person and tell them all about how great and wonderful you are. Where would you like to send this collection of fantastic people to?
Good question.
Like I need a
There's so
secondary
many.
counter for Talk Tuesdays because I think that's like the popular statement. Ask a question. That's a good question. Oh, good question.
Because they
Like,
are.
everybody does
As
that.
I've mentioned earlier, these are questions that really make you stop to think about it. You don't expect it. Like I was for this stream, I was generally expecting a lot of joking questions, like the it do be like that. But no,
It
like
do
all
be
these
like that.
questions actually made me stop to think about it.
Well, but that's that's good because that's kind
Yeah,
of what we want.
and I love it.
Hmm?
Anyways, I think we can send this raid to Nikki and Billy. They're streaming Alpine right now.
Nikki and Billy. All right.
Nikki and Billy.
Do be or not to be. That is the smoked blunt.
They really do be like that sometimes.
Doobie doobie doo. There we go. Okay. All right. So that is where we will send this raid out to. We will go say hi to Nikki and Billy. We'll send the raid over there. Kat, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and your evening to come and sit down with us here on Talk Tuesday. It has been fantastic. I know it's coming to a close already. How can it possibly be done?
That was so fast too.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It really does.
It takes off and it's just gone before you even know what happened. But it has been an absolute thrill, a treat, and a lovely pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Any final thoughts for this collection of lovely people you would like to share before we close up shop?
Please. It be like that sometimes, and sometimes like that it be. So have a freaking clean squeak.
There we go. All right. I'm going to deafen. You're welcome to sit around in this until after we've sent the raid out, and I will catch back up with you. If you've got something you want to go do, you got to go take care of, then by all means, feel free to take off. It has been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. And with that, you lovely, fantastic people who have sat through all the way to the very end. Oh, it's been amazing. I hope that you've gotten all your questions answered. I hope that you've had a chance to meet the Miss Crimson Cat. Here comes the end screen. But no, we're not done yet. No, absolutely not. How could we possibly be done? It is our Talk Tuesday, and we're not done until the raid has happened. We're going to go say hi to Nikki and Billy as as is suggested by our special guest this evening, the lovely, the fantastic, the Miss Crimson Cat. By the way, if you have not followed her, something I thought I should be doing, and I haven't been doing, and we're going to start doing, is we're going to do the traditional. Let's say traditional. We're going to do the Twitch shout out. So there's a little heart that should be popping up in your top corner there. If that is not lit up, you are not following. You are dreadfully missing out on tonight's fantastic and wonderful streamer. You should go hit it. You should go follow. You should go watch them. You can check out on all that fun action. It's a good time. Big shout outs and thank you to our subscribers, Kitsune B, and our raiders from Allosaurus. You fantastic and lovely people. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. We're happy that you came in. We are going to go and send a raid now to a Nikki and Billy. I think I got this spelled right. Let's see. Yes, there it goes. First message is for all you lovely followers. The second message is for all you lovely subscribers. Whichever one you can use, copy it, paste it, spam it. Let them know where you guys came from. Let's talk about Talk Tuesday when we get over there. Tell them all about the fantastic and lovely Miss Crimson Cat that you've had the opportunity to sit down and talk with tonight. It's been a good time. I've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next time. Don't forget, this Friday, there will be no stream, and I think Saturday morning's Coffee and Craft may also be canceled. We're having some special guests coming in for that overnight. So I will promise I will catch you all up on the other side of it, but we should be back. If we're not back for our storied Saturday evening, we will definitely be back for our Sunday BG3 with the boys. And until next time, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that I already know you are. And until next time, you know how it goes. Bye for now.